Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my rump. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Otis. He makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Now on the option. Got a little space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Rebels offense is back on the field. Quickly down 14-0. They've taken a couple of punches. Let's see if they can get something going this time. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Might be looking to run. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He tries to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Motion from the wideout. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. He's got him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Here we go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 4. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flips it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Powers through the defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He'll do it himself. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Otis. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Give to the running back. Inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He wants to change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The play action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights off the defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Otis. He's going to take off. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Here comes the option. Got enough for the first. Jogged out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes. Past the 10. And it kangaroos his way.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Offense, quick tempo. Wants to throw. It's Otis. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Rebels offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Burrell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw at Hawkins. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. The chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Otis. Rushes on him. Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. First down for this offense. He wants to throw it. Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for space, it's Burrell. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got the 1st down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take another shot here. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here.
Touchdown, Vegas! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed. And you got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll give it to him again. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Otis. quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Tempo and overdrive.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Here we go. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Touchdown UNLV. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Otis. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throwing right. He's got it. The spin, still on his feet. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Offense changing the play. Off play action on first down. Dances away. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. The throw. Makes the grab on the left. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Backs looking for the goal line. And it'll be a touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this quarterback has had a little bit of success running so far in this game. That time on the option play, nowhere to go, though. Defense, they were in position. They tackled him for a loss.
From the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line, they have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the ground game. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit him right in the middle of the field.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest these.
There he goes. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
Man, what a run by the quarterback. I got to tell you, if I was his coach, I would tell him, hey, man, at any point in this game, if you just feel like taking off and running, go for it. Just go right ahead, because he can do things like that. That's an RPO. He's supposed to throw the football, but nobody's open. He sees a lane, he sees green grass, and off he goes. And it's not just a 5-10-yard gainer. This guy's generating explosive home run plays because of his athleticism. This dude's just on another level.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 24 to Bowling Green. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He slings it deep to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Otis. The short hands, it's Reeder. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They'll run the screen. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it behind the line. It's Reeder. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just keeps slinging it. Got a man. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
That was big time. To get this to a 3-point game, a field goal game, where I don't have to take it all the way to the end zone with time running down. Defense has got to get me a stop, get me the football back. I got life, baby.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different.